The talk today is about khidma. Khidma is service. Like so. We all know the hadith that it's better to give than to receive. Well, actually, we might as well just jump right into it. Remember, I told you all the story about the ship was at the headwaters of the Amazon. It was a ship, when they had sailing ships, and the one ship that was coming from the ocean had ran out of water, and the other ship that was like closer, just probably leaving the shore. The captain called out to the other ship that was leaving the shore. Now, they couldn't see the shore yet because, the shore was a long way away, like past the curvature. But the Amazon River, which is the biggest river in the world, feeds into, of course, the Atlantic Ocean. So you remember them little old things they used to have, a cone-shaped loudspeaker, from the old days. He said, we need fresh water, And the captain of the other ship said, lower your bucket. So he did it about 3 times. We need fresh water. Because they coming from the ocean and they ran out of fresh water. So after the 3rd time, something like that, the captain from one ship told the other one, lower your bucket. In other words, you're in the headwaters of the Amazon. You can't see the shore, but all this water that you're floating in now is fresh water. Because Amazon is the biggest river in the world, and that water that's coming out, it displaces the other water. So it reminds us of what is the story we used to tell about acres of diamonds? The guy, briefly, and this is a true story, the guy had heard about people getting rich finding diamonds in Africa, in South Africa especially. So he's a farmer. He sold his farm and went all around trying to find diamonds, And later on, he was all lost. He just jumped in the ocean, committed suicide, killed himself. The guy that bought his farm one day was watering his mules down in the river. And so he saw some strange looking stones, he thought. So he brought them back, and they used to have a fireplace, and he just set these rocks, strange, on the fireplace. So he said he had a friend come to visit him that had some geological knowledge, of geology, knowledge of geology. He looked at them rocks he had. He said, where you get these? He said, all down the stream. The thing's full of, it's just full of them. It's just full of them, you know. That's where the acres of diamonds come from. It was literally just the guy. What happened was this: the guy that went all around Africa, sold his farm looking for diamonds, was already living on the richest diamond deposits in South Africa, in Africa. And so when he brought the stone, he said, do you know what you got here? You know, his friend. He said, these is diamonds. These is, you know, uncut. These is, what you say, where you get these boys? He went down there with him, and his stream was full of them. Acres of diamonds. That's where that story comes from. So sometime when you're living on a gold mine, you look all around and you don't think that, you know, that you have anything to offer, or this ain't nothing, it don't have no value. And that's the attitude, and it slips up on you. That's what's happened to our community, but it slips up on you. Not that we haven't been doing it, but we've been running around, want to be on this big show, that big show, right? And it's not like we're doing wrong. It's just like that, yeah, we've been doing good as far as we can remember. But you know, when it talks about, the hadith talk about the upper hand is better than the lower one, it's better to give to receive than to receive. Well, think about in the last month or so when we went out and served the people, right? Actually, well, I know it's a good feeling. Especially if the people appreciate it, but if they don't have to appreciate it, they don't have to sing no song or do no dance or give us or nothing. It just feels good that you get a chance to do service for the people, or service for humanity. And that's the way we view where we are now. A few things have happened over the last few days, and all of us would remember or see them. We're living in a gold mine for service to Allah. And not all that, and the hadith, we already know better. All that fanfare, all them people riding in limousines and a million of them down speaking down, all that stuff. That's fanfare and bull doo-doo. We all know it, right? And here we are right here, and hey, man, it's acres of diamonds. So I'll outline in our program for our upcoming stuff that we, inshallah, are getting ready to do. It ain't that we've been doing wrong, because we've been doing at all the programs, the big programs, we would do cleanup, and we did the work nobody else wanted to do. Everybody else wanted to be on the stage. They wanted the fanfare. But you know, the people at those programs wouldn't know where to start. The big main speakers to get food together, cook it, and put it out there. You know, keep it warm and all that. They wouldn't know nothing. I don't think they would know nothing about it, because I've never seen them do it, and maybe they do it, you know, privately or something like that. All those limousine riders and all of them are famous people, right? When really The thing that gets you into heaven is praise to God and service to humanity. That's the key. That is the key. So, I mean, we haven't been absent-minded. We've been doing a little bit, but let me explain the shift in programming for the next near future. And really, this stuff is so simple that you do it, and it's unbelievable. It's just okay. So, we know that we plan to go, okay, this week we're going to go back to PGMA. Okay. Now, this week when we go back to PGNA, we know about how much stuff to have, and, it'll be better. But at the same time, we'll have a side table, and we'll have these plastic bags. Just imagine, we got all that rice down there. We got brown, that big round, 100 packages of brown rice. We got 2 of those. We got super bags of rice, right? We got canned goods. We got literally everything, right? Canned goods that they go to the store and buy. We got tuna stacked up around the block. We got peanut butter and all of that, right? So now, when you go to out there to PGMA, you can tell that's a crew that would appreciate all the things we got. We got boxes of oatmeal down there and all that stuff, right? So we'll have the food right here that we serve. We'll have side table. The side table will be full of all the stuff we just collecting dust down there. We got peanut butter right out of the box, tuna, canned goods, right? We got all that stuff right down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a little bit of order more for more chicken and stuff like that, so that we'll be loaded up. But we got food that we've never even scratched the surface with. All we have to do is prepare it and put it out. And then it's all kind of little funny stuff that goes along with it. The spaghetti we had the other day. Spaghetti. We had some spaghetti. How was it? Was it halfway? Okay. Look, it's just too simple. They give us stacks of spaghetti. So all we got to do is cook the spaghetti, and then we have cans of tomato sauce, that stuff that you put in the spaghetti. And then we got all them boxes of cheese, mac and cheese, the phony mac and cheese. But each one of those boxes have a little thing of cheese in it for that. So we make regular spaghetti, with the sauce and everything. And while we're cooking it, we just dump those, all those mac and cheese packages to make cheap stuff, which ours ain't cheap, of course, right? That you just pop it in here, put it and sprinkle it. Okay, now with our spaghetti, that's got vegetables and all that already ground up in it. You know, you could probably taste the onions and what have you. Now we're going to put more. And then that mac and cheese down there that I actually, not mac and cheese, spaghetti. I liked it. I had to pull back on it because I'm trying to stay within reason. It was actually good. And for us, it's free. All we have to do is the khidmah, the work, to put it together, right? So for now, we can get as much chicken as we need. So we get the chicken and put it together. As time go on, we'll be back to beans, onions, green beans, onions chopped up in them and all that stuff. The stuff that we usually have. Yeah. Okay, now, that's for the Muslims and for Jummah. So with the Muslims for Salatul Jummah, we'll have the same type of things that we had like last week, but better. Like, you know, like the rice will be better. We'll go get more spice. We're going to upgrade. Everything will be with the upgrade. The other thing is our neighborhood. Okay, so imagine just the people right around here, wherever we go. And this is the summer again, so we are headed that way. So every Sunday, or what have you, instead of having this, we'll just hook up, you know, nice meals for the neighborhood. And we'll go tell people what we got. And then a lot of people are senior citizens, if they can't come, we'll fix some plates and take them up to them. Yeah, why not? And of course, there's a few white people move over there, but they're in it too. They're our neighbors. Yeah, everybody's our neighbors. And the Latino brothers there. And everybody's our neighbor. About acres of diamonds. Everybody's running around looking for the lamplight and how to promote their so-called cause, right? And it's all right here. You know. Okay, so we've been scratching at the surface, but this is the upgrade. We're going to upgrade our work, inshallah. So we'll have more teamwork here with what we're doing. So this Friday, we'll have food prepared for over there. We'll go back to what's the name this week, just for the fun of it. Since they're all right, we'll do MCC next. And, we'll go even way over in the country over there somewhere. Seems like we could do Masjid Muhammad, but the thing is, would we be interfering with the food they sell over there? Now, since we have to be humane, I say we even give the short pants wearing Negroes a shot over it. Why not? What the heck? They're human too. They might call us names like non-believers and stuff like that. But service, see, we're forgetting, and it's easy to forget, not forget, but you just get hooked up in the style of everything. The real style of Islam is praise to God and service to humanity. That's the cardinals, that's the structure. Praise to Allah, which includes prophets and all of that, and service to humanity. That's why I opened up with the one about lower your bucket. That in a way, we cannot get hooked up with them, but we may be leaning about 20 degrees with what they do. Like, well, we do this, we're going to get more this, that, and other. Da, 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 da. That's not the reason to do it in the first place. Tazkiyah bil nafs is a reason to do it. And then it slip up on you because you think you're doing right. And then when you look at yourself, when you search yourself, you say, well, I'm 40% Tazkiyah bil nafs, but the other 60% is colored. Them niggas think they gonna slow it down. Look at that woman stealing all the money, riding in them limousines, talking that Islamic talk, right? I mean, that stuff slips in. So we say cast it out. Just throw that mess out. Okay, so that way we'll go into what we want to talk about today. So we'll just do physically what, like this week we got food down there. We got $200 probably at least worth of fresh peanut butter and all of that. Okay, the stuff is sitting down there. Eventually it'll get old, like a lot of stuff over there did. It just got old. Right? Okay, so we'll pack up better this time. We'll of course do our chicken and stuff like that, and that'll all be prepared very nice. And it looks like if we prepare, we have a better feeling for how many pans to have. We'll have that hooked up. And if I can get one of them station wagons running, you let the back down, you can transport easier. Eventually we'll just buy another one from our brother. And that way we'll have the transportation that we lack and we use, and we could have a big umbrella in there, and we could have, all the little tent stuff we talk about setting up. Yeah, we set that up, and then, it looks more official, and we'll do it, And in fact, if somebody can talk to the brother, if he can get us a 740, those style there that we have out there, even if it have a rack on it, it wouldn't be bad. Because the seats let down, you can put enough stuff in there to feed the whole countryside, And so if you could contact him, we want one of those. Okay, now back to service. This is actually okay. So when we went out the other day, PGMA was fine. The response of the people was fine. You don't have to worry about the government influence a few people to act a certain way. It don't mean nothing, but the idea of the people. You could see, first of all, everybody was stopping at the table and getting the food. And after they got a little bit, they wanted to go back around again. I could tell that they were in, it's reasonable. Our food is reasonable, especially as fi sabilillah. And that kind of throws people off. Wait a minute, what? This is free? Of course it is. So we'll stock up on that, and we'll go back to PGMA again this week. And also a lot of the stuff downstairs, we'll take it over and put it on the table. And we'll have plastic bags there so they can shoot us cans of tuna and all that. We got 50 boxes of tuna. It may be kind of cheap, but the people, this is, and then all the canned goods. We got peanut butter, all that. We put that out there on there's no sense of it just sitting down there, going to waste. And so we'll take quite a few plastic bags, and the people can get, there's rice, and we can have that other rice, long grain rice and all that. We got quite a few large bags of that. So we'll take it out there too, or we'll take that out a week after next. We'll take the small packages first, and we'll have different kind of rices up there, and they can say, I want that one. Right? Because rice is canned goods, right? With food prices, now those Africans, they gonna know what to do. They gonna see dollar signs. Shoot, if I it's gonna say, hey, load up, right? Because I do go to the store, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just like, what are they doing to the people? And they talk about in our state, we done raised our wage to $15 an hour. Well, you can buy a package of chewing gum after 1 hour of work. That's all you can buy with 15, right? It ain't. Okay, we've been living fi sabilillah so long that unless you listen to the news, you get, you miss what they're talking about. But like the meals that we prepare, the people really charge serious money for those meals. And especially cooked, really bien preparado, nicely prepared. And then we're going to hook it up. So here's what we should start doing now. Is the little blue gloves, and we're not going to have to wear no hats. But we may get the aprons and stuff like that. So people feel comfortable, And then our neighbors, we're going to start hooking them up. Tomorrow's too soon, but on Sunday, we're going to go up to our neighbors, and they get used to it. And we tell them, the old folks, we tell them we got such and such down there. You want us to bring you, and so we'll have, so they don't have to walk down the hill. The young people, we just tell them, yeah, this stuff is down there. And the white folks, they'll have to walk down and get it. But everybody else, the people live up. So, and then the people in the neighborhood, one thing I did realize, that the people going this way, I feel the people up the hill, they're doing fine as far as balanced meals. But I think the people along here don't even have no concept of balanced meals. None, including the poor kids that need it. You know what I mean? So that's what we'll do. We'll probably, on Sundays, the weather's getting better. We'll just put a little, not umbrella, whatever thing is out there and start calling the people back. Now, the people up on the hill, we can serve them. Actually, we go up and we tell them what we got, and you can take a picture of it and show it on your phone. That's what we have down there. Is that right? Would you like, The only warning we'll put, that a lot of the people up here is older, that if you're on some type of a diet where you cholesterol, you could eat our salad without dressing, but all that other, is full of butter. Now it's good. Mac and cheese, right? And hey, man. But all the young folks, they would just load them up. So we'll start that next week, inshallah. So we'll have our food. What we're going to prepare for PGMA, we'll have more pans than we had last time. So we'll have chicken, and after the chicken, we might have even salad. If we don't have salad, we can have we'll be getting back to green beans with potatoes and onions. You know what I mean? So we could have a little salad, but we could give them that if you'll get your vegetables here, and the rice will all automatically have mixed vegetables in it too. And the chicken will take care of the protein, and the mac and cheese will take care of all the cholesterol that they need. I don't know if you remember, I was given khutbah when the foreigners and everybody used to come to eat here. And some of them have them little health diets, Muhammad Al-Asi's wife and them. And so I was telling, I said, look, if you can't stand no butter and all of that stuff, I said, we put butter in this food. And they actually eased back a little because they on them floaty diets. They don't realize if you eat this stuff once a month, that ain't gonna kill you. But butter is what makes the food taste. Butter or fatty things. Butter, it makes it taste good. That's why all that old fat back in greens and all that course, we're not putting that. That gave it the flavor, the fat. Fat carries the taste, in food. We ain't gonna do them like that. But hey, so no, I told everybody. I said if you're on a low cholesterol diet, you can't eat the food, and it actually backed up when all the foreigners used to come. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. The other thing is, as long as we're getting a little bit of chicken, we're going to also start doing, as long as the brother can bring us as much chicken as we're going to do something. The way they have chicken nuggets at them little eating places? Now they have mac chicken. We're going to have chicken strips. See, we can strip all the meat off of them, and we could fry it in our batter or bake it however we want. So we're going to have serious chickens. We're going to call them chicken chunks. Yeah, chicken chunks, what the heck? You just hook them up, chicken chunks. And okay, well, Eid al-Adha is coming up soon. So that will be on that. We'll be with waffles, French toast, and potatoes, of course. But we're gonna start getting more potatoes so we can, that green beans and potatoes and onions mix that we always had. That's a good taste, and so we're gonna have that more with our other food. Okay, we talked about eggs. So do you have chicken chunks, chicken fried rice, and we have a little fish here and there. We can fish fry it. Give them some of our stuff that, the people will, I bet the Negroes, the Africans or what, I think they'll love fish fried rice. It'll remind them of something they used to have back home. That's probably why our food is so popular, because it has something that people back home used to eat. One of the big, in the islands, they had rundan. Rundan is a fish dish that people in the islands eat. And the brothers, even from Guyana, they would eat it. And it was a fish dish. Okay, chicken strips. Chicken fried rice, all of those things that we've been doing, we'll hook them up, but we'll elevate them to a higher level, Also, gloves and what have you will, so the visual stuff, Chicken strips, fried rice, our neighbors, conscious purification of nas. What we're doing right now, that's basically what it is. See, we've been evolving ourselves, but part of the evolution means that you still have some of that. It's not Jahiliyyah Islam, but popularization of what you're doing. If you do the work that Allah hooked up for you, you don't have to seek popularity. Like, we don't say, we'll get popular if we do. But in the back of your mind, you still want people to, Now we moving more on what we might call the right intention. We doing it because it's fi sabilillah. If some notoriety and something comes out of it, that's fine. We're not against it. But we're not designing a program to get a profile. You see what I mean? It's to do good deeds. And see, and that's not only is that strategic, but ain't nothing nobody can do about it. See, boss man can surround us, not can, boss man does. And he's been doing it. He's been doing it for decades. He does it, he think with expertise, but we think it's stupid. We think him and his helpers, they're classically stupid, because people should be able to read the environment. And when when a society is getting to where it's tilting away from being able to correct it, if it tilts a little less, you can pull it back. But when it tilts way, way over, now it's going to take cataclysmic things to straighten it out. It may mean the laying waste or eradicating a people, a society, or anything like that. Okay, now what we're doing is this is part of Tazkiyah bil Nafs also, purification of nafs. That, in other words, the reason we're doing it is the purification of nafs, not the and going along with the Tazkiyah bil Nafs means all the stuff that's going along with that. In other words, you're not doing it because, well, if we go out and we do this, we're going to get to raise more funds. That will, later on, that's true. That's absolutely true. But that's not the reason we're going out. And I want you to think about when we went out the last couple of weeks, what felt better? We didn't do no fundraising. But did that feel better, or did when we go out standing there with boxes feel better? When you're coming back, right, it's automatic. It's not even an argument. That feels better, right? Forget about the little drama, that we're not going to get away from the little drama because people are not going to understand. But we can't hold ourselves back by the more we think along their lines or that lines, the less blessings we're going to get. And if we do everything fi sabilillah, the more we getting in line with the cause of Allah, it's clear, that's when the real good stuff is going to happen. And remember, about good stuff happening to us, hey, we have no complaints about nothing. Because one thing we know that we're the target of everybody. I don't care where we go. If it's out in Virginia, they're going to ease out pretty soon. Somebody's going to come out and let us know that we don't want you doing that, although it doesn't harm anything. And we don't, And pretty soon, wherever we go, somebody's going to ease out and they got something to say, about whatever it is we're doing. It doesn't make a difference. If it's a loudspeaker will be less during this period because we're going more into this. We're just going to go out and do what might be called good deeds, and do them. And if people like it, that'd be just nice. If they don't like it, I don't like that food. What did you do with that? Did you cook it better? How would you like for it? You can come over and show us how to cook it if you, yeah. If you got an African mumbo jumbo meal that y'all like to eat, come on over and show me how to cook it. And it'll be on the plate next week. You know, they eat ugali and stuff like that in East Africa, like, so you come show us how to hook that stuff up. And we'll watch it. Then we'll cook it like you cooked it. Then we'll put the American Negro style in it. Because it has to be, else it wouldn't be. We have to put the special colored taste and everything. Anyway, all right. So, just to wrap things up, so PGMA was very good this last week. So when we go out there this week, we'll have one of the tables on the side. We'll have all the stuff down there that we have. We have peanut butter, we have tuna, we have canned goods. There's no sense of them sitting there, right? There's no sense of it just going to waste. And we might be able to order a few more things. And as long as we got certain types of food, we'll prepare that. And when we can do it the way we're doing it, we'll do it this way. When we have to do it another way, we'll do it that way. But this seems to be, the Quran always, and the Hadith is just heavy on feeding the poor. Now, these people are not poor, but let's call it feeding the people. So... Okay, I talked about chicken chunks. Question though, like if we're doing it Saturday or Sunday, do you think people up the hill would like waffles and chicken or French toast and stuff like that? Like if you had chicken and waffles, or if we went up and said, we got this down there, would you like chicken and waffles? Do you think people up there on the hill, because this is our test range right here, our friends.
I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't like chicken and waffles. Not only that, that's if they put it in restaurants, it's considered kind of like a specialty dish that you don't get all the time. Nobody you make. It's like a specialty meal.
Okay.
People actually go and spend money at a restaurant.
No, they go to these, what's these places they go on, Pancake House place? Yeah, they be sitting around the corner. If you go in there, you be there for 2 hours just to get in. On Sunday, just a minute. Shoot, if we have...
And I know that, no, I know that they grow up and down Benny Road is not getting that. Right. They not getting that.
You mean real waffles like we have?
I don't think they're not going to Denny's. The only place they can go is to Denny's. So for them to get that for free.
I tell you, what we could do is we could have a Sunday special, like we get all that chicken. We could have chicken strips, and where we cook fry that chicken. How does it taste? Right.
Just from that standpoint, we know people come here for
Right.
Eid
Right.
for that.
Right.
And if that's something that they identify with the
Okay,
Muslims,
but I was talking about not only the chicken we cook, like we had chicken this time for Eid too, but I mean like the chicken, if you had waffles, well, we have to get two more. We can order two more of those waffle out, the big round ones.
I like
Yeah.
the French toast, but
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. They go together. No, 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 no. We could have a Sunday thing.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's the tradition I'm talking about.
We could have a Sunday thing where we have French toast and waffles and chicken chunks.
No, I think
That'll cover the Negro.
yep. I think that is great.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Only thing is, if you look at that waffle iron down there, and if we can order, you know, the one with the big round. Well, I show it to you. The black one. Yeah, I went back to where I bought it. They didn't have no more down there at the doggone, whatever they call it. Okay, let me get back to, so yeah. Okay. So a lot of times on Sunday, instead of having, since the weather is getting right, and we'll get us a tent and everything, and we can, shoot, we can just go up and down. We can knock that hill off right away. We got,
If you go to Georgetown, they have buffets. Not buffets. They call them brunches.
brunches, yeah, brunches.
You're not coming out of there without spending $100 per person. And then of course, you're gonna have some seafood and other things, but you're gonna have the waffles, you're gonna have the omelets. So I think that's good, because it's something like I said, it's considered, something special to treat them.
Okay, well, the waffles, if we mixed eggs, our egg dish with the waffles, that'd be a complete. Okay, that's what we'll do.
Do you remember the brand of the waffle maker? Brand company that made it.
You can look at it on that one down there, cause yeah, if we can get two of those, it's got to be those big circular ones. Those make you know them big, them little old teeny. I'm away from them. No more of them little teeny. No, they just not only they take 100 years, but you got to do it to find out that what's good. And them big old man, you ever see when that big old waffle come off that thing? Only your family can eat those a whole waffle. No, I couldn't eat. I can eat one. If there's four of them, I could eat two, but I'd have to go right and lay down and be out for about a long time, a long, long time.
Side issue. I told the brother that cooks, Saifedean,
Right.
he was cooking on a boat. And I told him that, we wouldn't serve breakfast up at, and he said the chefs, when they do the French toast,
Right.
he said they put just something similar to what you did. They put all the mix, the cinnamon, but the one thing he said was different. He said they also put the syrup in with the mix, and they mix everything, all of that together.
Right.
Then he said, so he's able to put, bread. So he's doing like 500 pieces or whatever.
Right.
But I thought that was interesting based on what you had said you did, so that it wouldn't crack. Because I was like, well, hold up, doesn't the cinnamon rise to
Yeah.
since you mix it,
Right.
it stays, they use the big mixer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It stays separated.
Right. Right. Right.
But I thought it was interesting, you said they put the syrup in with that. So that means when they serve it, you don't really need syrup. They're serving like whipped cream or something, or butter.
Right. Right.
They're not serving, so I'm saying that, I guess that's,
No. No. What we'll do first is do what we know. We know that if we can get two more of those big water, that you can see it down there. Just that if you can order two more of those, actually you could order three, but I mean two more of those will have two working and one resting, and that'll be we can kick out. So that means on Sundays, yeah, on Sunday that'll be perfect. Sunday we could have waffles and eggs, Negro eggs, and any of the sausage we have chicken strips, but also all the little, and the people will be, well, what is this? Of course it'll be good, yeah. So what we will do, we'll just professionalize our little area and just try to do good for the people, and that'll be fine. And so waffles and chicken strips, or even with waffles and the chicken the way we serve it, would people like that? Okay, well then we could strip down the chicken and we could cook it with, the chicken we fry. How does that chicken taste? Okay, so if we get a fresh batter every time.
it's gonna be mixed with syrup, so it's really not gonna matter. I mean,
No. What it is, we'll have a pan
right.
of chicken strips or chicken, what did we call them here? Chunks. We'll have chicken chunks. Because imagine them big old quarters of chicken we have, you cut those things in chunks. Hey, man, and not only they'll cook faster, but they'll taste compared to that junk they have that everybody like, chicken nuggets and stuff like that. And we'll have that. We'll have, well, they still got Aunt Mama syrup. I mean, I'm not against it, but I believe we'll put butter in the syrup, and plus they have some on the side if they want it. So that'll be one of our Sunday during the day type things. And we can have a couple of us, we can have some hooked up already, but yeah, that'll be perfect. Yeah, that'll be when we want to do something light, we'll do, well, we'll have the varieties. Sometime we'll have the chicken, the mixed vegetables, and rice mixed in it. And we'll have the green beans, onions, stuff like that. And we'll have mac and cheese and spaghetti. That spaghetti tastes wonderful. All we did is took them little packages that they have, that cheap spaghetti that you make, not spaghetti, the mac and cheese, that little packs when you make mac and cheese. Well, I took all of those out. And so when I was cooking when I was cooking the spaghetti, I said, hey, I bet this would taste good. So I just took all the little packets. That's why, did you taste the little difference? Yeah. What the heck? Innovation, that's all. Yeah, we just innovate. So anyway, let me get back to see, the way our view of this is, let them people run off and have, if they want to be on stage and run their mouth, fine. But we just do the work. Because that's what the Quran is always stressing, and the Hadith is stressing that more than praying to be seen by me. You know what I mean? In other words, talking to be seen, right? That they want to have the, what's the name? Keep it. And eventually it would be just like when they used to talk about the men in black, all them programs, everybody out there at the downtown and Marty Braid and them, all those flamboyant speakers, who did the people from all over the world remember? They would remember us, the men in black. Well, they would just call it us, the men in black. And we was controlling the stage, but we was doing the service. So what that means is now, is every time they have a big show, it's going to be outside, the weather will be right. We'll take big meals down there for the people. Let them go up on the stage and talk, you know. It's just like over there last week. Who do you think they remembered more? The people on stage running their mouth, or they come out and it's a free meal? Did you see what they got? Got any more of that chicken, brother? Yes, ma'am. Yes, a little bit more. Can I get one for my sister and my cousin and my little baby that's still inside? Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. You know. I mean, see, when you be around people, you know they, in Pakistan and places like that, you know, they call it queuing. In Britain and all that, they can queue all the way around the block and up the street. They do that. They're professional. But in Pakistan and places like that, and when you go to Hajj, you know, them little bitty ladies, they are 100 years old. They can take somebody my size and ease up under me like this. You ever see that? And you all moved over here. You don't know how you got there. And the little lady just, right? They professionals at it. So they don't, in Pakistan and they don't queue at all. They don't, in other words, they don't line up. They just bum rush, whatever it is. Now over here they done got semi-civilized, but still, when you give them a chance, they bum rush. They overwhelm the line. They don't believe in queuing at all, like the British. If everybody looking, they might stand there and be about to die. They believe in bum rushing. Anyway, so, but back to. Shoot, we can start this right away. We could have a trial run next Sunday. If we can get them to send those two waffle makers, you can see the black one down there and the model number. If it come before. No, just that one I done got addicted to it. I done had two of them. I don't know what happened. Where they deep, see those you ever notice? They deep and they, you know.
I'll see what I can do with them.
Yeah, no.
It might be out of, it might not manufacture it anymore, but I'll see what I can do.
Right, and if you can't do that one, then look for another deep one. That's a deep dish, boy. There, no, they hook it up. They deep dish. So we might. I would think about it, but okay, we have to prepare food for over there this week, and we'll go over there again to PGMA. Then next week Because, see, we finally fine-tuning everything when we go over to the next joint on New Hampshire. We'll be, we'll have it school. Because it's similar crews, right? Right. So, okay. Now, this week, we'll take all the stuff, peanut butter, we done got all that stuff. We'll have a table, we'll have all that on there, and we'll have some bags. And rice, some of those things, we got 100 pounds of brown rice. You see those brown rice? That's brown, and you have to cook it a long time. That's good rice. But I don't know, people just look at it like it's rice. I don't know, that's poor them. That's good rice, you know. Anyway, so we'll do that. And anyway, we'll be prepared for this week over there. So we'll take at least 4 pans of chicken. How many pans did we take last time? 3? We'll take at least, we may take 4, 5. Yeah, whatever it is, we have to have it enough for 2 Jumas.
So, cutting it, you don't want to do that.
What's that?
Those big pieces of chicken, separating the thigh from the leg. You prefer giving them the whole.
No. It come like that. We just go ahead on and let them. No. We would. If they get a little now, I'd feel like I'm cheating the people. Give them a little bit of them little drumsticks they have. No, we just go on and hook them up like we've been getting it, you know. No, we just won't give them to kids, but all the grown folks, we tell the mama, you have to share your plate with the little kid there. I mean, you know, they can't eat that. I know you're going to help them, but they can't eat that whole piece of chicken. But anyway, I'm sure they find some way. And it's good. They have it in the refrigerator cooling off to the next day. We like that people make good use of the food we prepare. So basically what we're doing is what we've always leaned toward, is not the fanfare, but service, like just mainly service, hooking people up. And remember, just like it said about Moses, it said, I haven't had you covered all the time. Imagine what Allah has done for our community. And compare the enemies we have and how much protection Allah done put on us for the last 45 years, or whatever it is. Imagine. It ain't nobody that even lasts the people that was serious, they're not even around. They've been gone for 30, 40 years ago. They didn't, and here we are just cruising right along. So, Allah done had us covered all along. Again, we can cut that chicken up sometimes into chicken chunks. And I believe chicken chunks and waffles would be perfect. Okay, what about chicken chunks, waffles, and eggs?
That's a full breakfast. Yeah, that's the full. I didn't think how could you leave the eggs out?
Yeah, I just assumed the eggs would want to go with it. I just assumed.
No. Okay, chicken chunks, that'll be one of our Sunday things. Yeah, chicken chunks. We got that right now. Chicken chunks, waffles, And we can have French toast too. And potatoes, that's a full meal. Actually, it's an over meal. But I mean, since we're doing it, it's okay. And we'll concentrate a lot on serving these people on this hill, because technically they've been pulling for us a long time. And they haven't been no problem for us, and I hope we've been no problem for them. And a few people up there, they really observe, and they're good neighbors, and like when we used to grow them gardens up there, along just that little strip, you would be shocked the amount of bigger. Remember all the stuff we would have down here? Man, we'd have squash this big. We'd have watermelon, because we keep them myself. I mean, not on purpose. But corn 12 feet high or whatever. We right on that little strip of land. Just that little strip of land, the flower, and then there'll be flowers mixed in it. And then we told people to go in there and pick what you want. They liked it because it would grow big, because we put a little flower grow stuff, and it would boost up. Anyway, let me speed up. So PGMA was very good. So we'll go back over there this week, and then we'll go out somewhere else the next week. Now, I wonder if Dal Hydra would give us permission to set up on their parking lot for food to give away. They don't sell food over there, do they? Okay, well, that's out. And Masjid Muhammad, they sell food too, right? Okay, I couldn't imagine the Negroes over there, the Salafis, giving away nothing. 18th and they both Salafis, aren't they?
Well, in Jamaica, they half and half, but 18 and Monroe or so. I don't know.
They're just beyond repair. I mean, beyond. Well, what's the name is closer? We could try Ibn Taymiyyah. We could, cause they got we could do Ibn Taymiyyah. They got a place right there in the parking lot, right? They got a parking lot. We set the table up, and we don't even need permission because it's a parking lot. We'll put Ibn Taymiyyah on the list. Yeah, we'll put Ibn Taymiyyah on the list. You think that's, well, we'll see if they may come out. They probably won't do no shooting or nothing, will they? They're just, because they'll roll their eyes. If you get your feelings hurt easy, they'd try to do that. A lot of our brothers still go over there, don't they? It would be good to set up one day over there. Yeah. It would be good to set up one day over there. We'd give them the full, since it would be Juma meal, we would give them the regular Juma thing. But that Sunday, waffles, Negro eggs, and chicken strips. That's a perfect Sunday. We'll even get some whipped cream just in case they want whipped cream. Yeah, they might want whipped cream. Yeah. Well, let's see. So, like for the people on the hill, would be going up, taking orders, or calling down orders and taking the food up to them, or how would we do the hill?
How about a flyer before?
A flyer?
Before, to let them know that, that we're going to be doing it. That,
That's right. That would be nice. Flyer. Do. Yeah. Sunday about Sunday brunch time. Yeah, we could put out a flyer and ask them to phone in what they want. You know. Okay, but we will have a Sunday brunch. We might as well have a dry run next Sunday if we might as well. It's good. If we can get those waffles things, we'll have waffles, eggs, and I'm trying to think, should we have the egg thing cooking where we got the stuff all and cooking them as they come down? You can cook that pretty fast. Or you can put this much in the thing and then flip it over and then you could cook it pretty fast with two things down there. You could yeah, it wouldn't take no time for it to cook. That would be visually better, probably.
right. I mean, that's how they do it at those Sunday brunches. They cook it right in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We can hook up a couple of omelets. What we could do is make enough omelets, have the oven warm enough, and we could have about 10 omelets ahead.
Talking about omelets or waffles? You gonna do that?
No, we're going to do the waffles, but the eggs would be omelet style. You see what I mean? If we're going to have Negro eggs, right? We put in the Negro batter we done already cooked, right? And then, well, it won't be no problem. We'll figure it out when we get there. No sense. Yeah, we'll, yep. So they'll be getting them hot off anyway. No, see, if you're concerned about the people, they can taste that in the food. People can taste that you're concerned about them in the food. Uh, to me, that's a real okay. Thing. Bought some more food. Uh, okay. We can try next Sunday. We could have a trial run. chicken chunks. See, I can do the chicken chunks and put them in the pan down there. And then we could heat them in the oven. You know, you wouldn't have to, they would be fresh enough, you know. Like, yeah, we can cook the chicken chunks ahead of time. We can cook the waffles ahead of time. And we can rotate. It'll take 4 pans, so we could rotate waffles, French toast, chicken chunks, and potatoes, because it'll take 4 of those pans, and we could have the oven at 300 degrees or something like that, and we could rotate them. They're not long enough to burn or anything, but long enough to get that, you know, that soothing heat, because that oven will, you know, when you're eating the French toast and everything, it'll have them ready to go. Plus, we can heat the syrup up too. So it'll be, okay. So let me go over this to just outline where we are right now, if it's all right. So those things about rating our funds and all that, they could go to HELL. Because we're not going to allow people to divert our attention, you know, from what we're doing. And you could think back to, why would somebody do something to our little meat and stuff, and then you come back and there it is. It's just children's stuff. And then we can't use it because we don't know where it's been or what, you know. Okay. Now, one thing about us, though, we have technically, physically and psychologically whipped all the teams that are active. I believe we have done that. Number one, whether it's the 2, 3 California teams, they don't hardly exist anymore. And everybody knows, or they get enough for this bounce off information from what we're doing here, that we're still here, still alive and well, and we haven't turned bad or gotten mad at nobody for who they are, what they've been doing. And the thing that's good about this part of it is that we're automatically relying back on doing good deeds for no benefit. Okay. They don't expect you'll go there. They expect you'll get stingy, you'll get mean, you'll get all of that. That's why they attack you, because they say, see, the niggas won't help you, so they want to make you that way. They have never been successful with us on that. The more they do, the happier we get. Until it becomes redundantly ridiculous. When we come back last week from over there feeding the people, and the what's the names has disappeared, and then they reappear, it's stupid. It's stupid. So we make them act stupid. They can't do nothing. They can't do anything to us. Okay. So this week we'll go back to PGMA. and we'll have the food. Of course, we'll have chicken. We'll have real rice, because I have to go maybe out to Halalco and get some, or we don't go to Halalco, I can go to the ones that used to be across from Halalco and get some spices. If we can go out there, you know what? I could drive that van over there. And we have to load up on spices for all the stuff we're getting. But let's settle on this Friday, PGMA, and next Sunday, we'll have a trial run with waffles and stuff. Just for the heck of it. Chicken strips, chicken chunks. Yeah. Either this week or week after. Maybe we don't need it too close together, but very soon, either next Sunday or Sunday after that, we'll give that Sunday brunch a run. The Sunday brunch would be that must be kind of like Aunt Mama served, but we have to put some butter in there. Melted butter. Yeah, and it should be warm. Okay. So the way it'll look is this Friday, we'll start preparing right away what we gotta have for out there. But we got enough here already. But Friday or Thursday, we'll box up a lot of the stuff down there. Like we got peanut butter, we got those small 1 pound packs of rice. We got a lot of stuff that just taking up room. We even got those things of oatmeal. I don't know how Africans are, but anybody got any sense would love oatmeal, you know. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff down there, we'll pack it up and try to clean house. So the way it looks like for Friday would be we have to get some onions, so we'd have onions and green beans with potatoes. They'll like that. That's all. Technically, that's a meal. If you had a whole bowl of that's actually a meal. It tastes like a meal. So we'll have that out there. We'll have chicken. We already got that. But after we cook it, we'll pour out a lot of that juice. You know, just pop the thing up a little bit and pour it into a bucket and use the juice again because it'll cook. You know, like, so when it's in the thing, it won't be bouncing all out. Does it come out a little bit sometime?
Yeah, well, yeah, it came out last time, on Friday.
Oh, okay. Did it get on anything?
No, the tarp took care of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but when we go and we get it good and warmed up, we can take out most of the juice so it just won't, we'll take the juice out, but we'll take the juice in a jar, one of them jars. Yeah, so when the people are there,
Yeah, I'm just thinking about space. I know we gotta pack up food too.
no, if somebody called over and tell the brother he almost owes us a car, or they could turn the thing on in them cars. They're just not.
He responded. He said, if he come across one, he'll let you know.
Right. Okay. Tell them we're really in, yeah, kind of in need, like, yeah. Just a good working, whatever they call them. He knows which ones I like. From 2002 to 2008 or 9, I think they make that the same style as out there. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, just to reiterate, this week we'll go to PGMA. If we have time, that'll be Friday. If we have time on Saturday, we could have a little cleanup around here and a cooking. If we're going to do the food next week on Sunday. But we'll know in a few days. But we'll start that very soon. Either, if not this week, coming up, if not the next week from today, no later than the week after that, Yeah, in other words, we might as well get started. Because this thing about dawa at ta'am, the dawa of food, it is a legal Islamic principle. The dawa of food, dawa at ta'am, is actually, that the Muslims, that's a part of dawa, to get people together. The more people on a plate, remember, the more blessings. So if you watch some of the groups, the more people, they be licking their fingers, eating sunnah and everything, and the more people on that plate, the more blessings. And then you'll be sitting there trying to talk, and they'll take a big piece of meat off the plate and stick it in your mouth, and it's all friendly stuff, Jamaat al-Tabligh, y'all never went with them probably. They got, anyway, uh, okay. Over there, we'll have a regular full type meal, but by Sunday, we will want to have gotten more waffle makers. That thing make good, big, thick waffles. It's perfect. So if you can look on the thing down there and see if they got it. Or do they have any pictures of waffle makers on there?
No, I was looking at something else.
Oh, okay. So, not to bore you to death, but we'll go big in this period of time with chicken chunks or chicken strips. However, we cut them off in strips and chunks, pop a little batter on them, and pop them in the frying, and okay. When we have the French toast, the waffles, we'll have French toast and waffles on that French toast waffles, and eggs. Yeah, that would be perfect. French toast, waffles, eggs, and maybe even chicken chunks on the side, but they wouldn't be necessary. Okay. Uh, I've already went over PGMA, right? PGMA, we would have, let's just call it our regular food. And we're going to take stuff over there because it looks like that team of people would like, you know, and actually food is expensive now. Unbelievable. And we got tons of tuna. I don't know what the quality is, but they get by, it's in a can. So we'll put the tuna out there, we'll put rice out there, and whatever else we can. Oh yeah, those canned things, the canned goods. We just pop them out there. They'll. It don't seem like much, but people, that little stuff might go a little ways right now, because people's wages are not going up that much, and this thing. I mean, I've seen some things, the price have increased over 50% in the last 2 years. Some things that have just exploded. It's like, unbelievable. Okay, so we'll be able to put that service in. Well, we got the menu. We don't have to go over it again. We'll lay it out as we prepare. But for my own thing, we're going to start making chicken chunks, chicken strips, and they would go good with French toast and waffles, and maybe even potatoes. Yeah, what the heck. Okay. Oh yeah, those big cans of corn. People kind of like that. Yeah, so we'll have some corn, rice, chicken. Okay, we didn't spend enough time on menus. Does anybody have any comments about anything we've been doing and whether it's working or not, or what? Because basically the trend is to shift towards service instead of the stage and the fanfare. Because that's what most people are going for. The stage and the fanfare, and not the service. In fact, I don't know no Negro imams that even know how to cook. They may, I'm sure they do. But to prepare for to cater like for a fundraiser, if you said, hey, would you guys prepare for us a fundraiser? We'd say, sure. Simple. But I don't think, but now a good chit chat, that might be good. Okay. I got here as a sideline and we've whipped the whole crew from team A to team B. Technically we have, because they don't control anything that we do. And we went through the whole thing. Remember you was talking about Burris, the attorney out there in California and Oakland? I had already went to him, and they played like, I said, man, not only the old brother is the police, but all of them seem to be. We have to get more pans, but more tops. So maybe we can go shopping somewhere. In fact, I could go all the way out. If somebody could take me, I don't have all the way out to, what's the name of the? Oh no, I got all of my pans out in at Sam's. I got the pans, the burners, and the I got a lot of the stuff out there. I got the onions, and I got a lot of the food out there. Onions, potatoes. But we can get a lot of stuff like potatoes and all that close by. But we need tops. See, to have fresh tops on there makes the food a whole lot more presentable than to have them dented ones. That's all, after a while, It's a shame that the top is presenting what's in there, but that's the way people look at it. If you got a dented top, I don't care what you got in there, because the top is all dented stuff. So I got all those tops out at Sam's, but I'm sure they have them everywhere else. Now for the plates is, how many plates do we have downstairs? Okay. Okay. As we said, I have it tilted toward service, and they could keep the other stuff. Service. We already talked about wearing gloves, right? Having a supply of those little gloves. Feed our neighbors. Yep. Okay. Are there any questions about anything else? Or any comment? Okay, we're gonna bleacherize and upgrade our kitchen too, just to make sure, and try to keep the little visitors down, not out. but those strips help keep them down. So I have here Fridays for Muslims, Sunday or Saturday for Negroes, and to have in mind a few things like chicken strips, chicken chunks, chicken fried rice. And I think most of the people would really kind of like that if they had chicken chunks mixed in with fish fried rice. They might like that. Yep. Okay. Are there any comments about anything? Okay. So how does it look like it went out there? We was out there last Friday.
It was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fine. And see, you could tell we always get a dumb visitor, or whether they just doing it on. I think a guy came up and said something. One of the Negro functionaries, not he's an African. Do you remember what he said?
Said something to the effect of, "Hey, Shay, you know what you're doing ain't right.
Yeah.
What you're doing ain't right."
And so I told him, and then his people looked around at him though. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's just giving away food, right? So that's what I said. I said, yeah, yeah. So we're on the right road. We're not. You can't miss with dawa at time. You can't miss with it. No matter what happened, you can't go wrong with that. I think we focus more on this. I think funds will begin to flow in from different places because we'll be doing one thing right, and so there's a response. But while we're doing that, we won't take donations. I mean, we're not going to just say you can't give us anything, but we're not. It's not fundraising at all. It's service. In fact, they'll be messing up your ajr. So we say service. We're calling this service of purification. Let the Negroes and others have the stage. If they want it, let them have it. You know, we relinquish it to them because see, that's what they think everybody want. So you keep it. Yeah, we'll do the service. See, technically, the people don't. Maybe they don't really believe in what Allah and His Messenger is saying. That this is the service. The khidmah is what you're gonna get the blessings. And then if you might be one of them people being, you know, lips being cut with scissors of fire because they wasn't doing what they were saying, something like that, you know. So if you're not saying anything, but you're doing, you got a better chance. Anyway, that's just, okay. So we'll try to put all the loose ends together, like potatoes, onions, mixed vegetables, pan tops and pans. Chicken, rice, we have a little rice already. But we'll be needing more. corn. We'll start pulling in a little corn. So we have here, let Negroes and others have the stage. Service and purification. That's kind of, that's the feeling. And we'll kind of close with that. But this feeling about service, does it feel different? Is there a different feeling, or am I just feeling this way myself? When you go out with boxes and raise funds, that's one thing. But when you go out and do something and give something away, to me it seems to be, well, I know how I feel. It feels better. Huh?
That was how I was raised, getting dragged out to go do charity or some type of community service and stuff.
Yeah.
Nostalgia there.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, when you get grown, you kind of know what you're doing. Like it's, when you're giving somebody a plate of food and you're not asking anything, and a quality plate, like, I'm not bragging, but we take our time, and what we're doing, we're thinking about, let me see how this experiment, let me put this in there, I know that'll taste better. You know, the people can taste that after, when they, yeah, you know, they can actually, it's like when you putting love in the food, the people can taste it. I don't care what nobody say, I believe that. They can taste it, or they can taste the care. When you just throw the stuff in a pan and sprinkle something on it, and here you go. They say, yeah, man, this is good, but it don't, there's something missing. Okay. So basically, right, what we're talking about is back to service and redirecting the mission. Redirecting. And that tilt, the way we're leaning, is towards service. And you can't go wrong with that. This is just an opinion. Okay, are any questions or any comments about anything that was said?
Brother did say, he did respond back. He said, let you know that prices are high, crazy high.
Huh?
He said, let you know that the prices are crazy high.
Oh, with cars? Well, somebody can fix those cars. Hey, there's nothing wrong with those cars. Just when you drive them off, the steam start coming out, and the other one makes so much noise. You know, I believe technically it's a little thing on the top. You turn it, and it brings the compression together, and it don't go clack, 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 clack. I think that the one that I usually drive is more of a, I just check it out myself. But anyway, yeah, prices are real high with cars. I done heard that they, huh? Yeah, they high. But the stuff here, my truck just sits there and the stuff falls out of it. The freeze plugs, the stuff falls out of the truck. And those, the same thing, is they just fall out of it, you know, or you come out in the morning and making noise. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. That white car, shoot, boy, that drove like a top down Dixie and back with no trouble till I got it back here. Uh, we talked about wearing gloves, right? Okay. And feed the neighborhood. Okay. Are there any more questions about anything or comments. But generally, this weekend, we would be prepared to go over to PGMA. Then after that, we would go to New Hampshire Avenue, and see how that. But next Sunday, it might be enough time to get waffles and French toast together. Yeah. Yep. Well, we'll know by Tuesday. Tuesday's our next meeting, right? We'll know by then for sure. But I look forward to trying chicken chunks or chicken strips. That sounds all right. Okay. If there's no more questions or comments, أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم.